Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Project Car. We're back in career mode here, and next on the race weekend is Sonoma Raceway Short Circuit. We'll jump into that right quick here, but first, the last race. I know we didn't do well in the wet, but we were killing them in the dry, so I'm going to turn it up to 80. And we're going to see how this race weekend goes. So here we go. We'll be going into practice right away. Practice on, qualifying on, 8 laps for sure. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Once practice is done, we'll see how well we do, and then depending on qualifying, maybe we'll see a couple laps there, but then we'll definitely catch up on the full race, and we'll see how that turns out. All right, guys, practice is over, and honestly, I kind of killed them in the timing. I did about maybe 9 or 10 laps there, but I ended up beating them out by essentially 2 seconds there. So I think after this session, I probably will have to up the difficulty again for the next race. But here we are, we're going to jump into qualifying. We'll see how this will turn out. Okay, here we go. Another flyer lap without the pylon. Still trailing the guy, but I think he'll be far enough ahead that we should be fine. We should get in a half decent passing area before we catch up to him. Taking it easy in the first couple corners here, making sure we're hitting it. Oh, it jumped us again. Damn it. Well, it looks like it didn't invalidate the lap, so we'll see if we can at least put in a time and see where this gets us. Sliding around here too much. A little bit of slide through this corner, getting ready for a good brake zone, hitting it right before the pylons, down in a second, start to accelerate out of the corner. And here we go from 12th place. Where do we end up? Up into pole by a second, including an off-track excursion. Alright guys, here it is, the end of qualifying, and we ended up a second ahead of the previous or second place in qualifying. So we're still qualifying by quite a significant number ahead of our competitors. So again, this is just reinforcing the need to just up the difficulty a little bit. But right after this, we're jumping right into the race, and it's 8 laps around Sonoma, and let's see how it goes. Alright, that's not a half bad start. No wheel spin. I don't like to rev it on the start here. So we just have to get up through these first couple corners, make sure that we keep building our gap as well as building heat into the tires, because they will be cold and super slick at the start of the race. So we just want to take it easy and just maintain our lead in front of those behind us. And it seems that we've been able to do that. But pulling out about a 1.5 second lead already. And we just got to keep pushing. Everything's just a little bit earlier, braking a little earlier, turning in a little bit earlier, just getting a little bit of heat in the tires, ready to go. Gotta just take it easy through these first couple sets of corners. Cold tires, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but that thought is just in my head. Just got to keep that in mind in the first lap, big time. We don't need to have a first lap incident, which then takes us from pole all the way to the back of the grid. I don't think we'd have enough time to recover. But after the first lap, a rather successful first lap, a great start. We're about a second ahead of the guys behind us, and that's just going to keep increasing as we go. There we go. Confirmation from the team. Solid first lap. We just got to keep this effort up the whole way through. We don't need to have any off-track excursions like I had a lot in qualifying. We just got to stay solid here, making sure we make no mental mistakes, no errors. Like that one. That could have been one. We're very close. I had to open up the steering a bit to make sure we didn't go too much into the dirt. And because of that mistake, they're still within a second behind us. And they're going to be putting on the pressure, so I need to make sure I stay clean. But I'm going to put a little bit more speed into these corners this time, this lap through. The AI tends to be slower through here, so if I can put a lot of speed through here, I will gain some time. I gained a couple tenths. Not a significant amount, not as much as I was hoping. But we did gain enough to give us a little bit more breathing room. Although in that last corner, I think I might be braking a bit earlier than I need to. They do seem to be catching me into that last corner. We'll see how the race develops. They might push a little bit harder towards the end, which then might make that corner a rather interesting point.
That's your fastest first sector time.
I would like to try and pull a lead, so I gotta start putting a little bit more effort in, a little bit more pace. Drive a little bit more clean. I think that was a pretty good corner. Gained us a couple tenths. Oh, that was too wide. Oh, here we go. That's the mistake I didn't want. Couldn't afford that one. And here we go. Back of the grid. Well, let's see if I can drive to recover. I had a really good exit that one corner. I made one mistake and then off we went. And now I gotta push my way back up the field. Let's see if I can do it. This guy I don't think is gonna be too much of a challenge. Alright, we're up to 11th, although he's still there, so I just gotta be careful. We got a long way to go, though, to catch anybody else. Now we gotta push hard. We'll see how far I need to go before they give me a penalty. And that just might be detrimental to the race if they do give me a penalty. Oh, there we go. 1 second. Okay, so that just makes the job that much harder. I think victory's out of line for this one, but at least I can see how far I can recover. So I am 8 seconds back. And it ends up being 9 with the penalty, right? Oh, and Oh, we pretty much went off course. Let's try not to cut it as much this time. That was better. I am catching them. I don't know how far or how long this train is, but I think we'll be able to take this whole train here soon. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get some guys here.
Big push now. Let's fight our way past. You can do it.
Little bumper cars there.
You're clear.
Excuse me, sir, coming through.
One left. You're clear.
Oh, yep. I took that angle totally wrong. Stay in it. You know what? I'll take that extra second and I'll see how far I can make up. Oh, nope, I slowed down enough to get rid of the penalty. Sweet. Oh, a little too much slide there. We're gonna get right up on this guy though in the area I don't want to be. Okay, there we go. And this is gonna be an interesting braking zone point here. We're just gonna go up the inside and see. Oh, that was garb. That's poor driving on my token. On my part. I'm stuck on top of him. And we're back in last place.
You're clear.
Oh, I got way too greedy. I was battling all the way back up there. And I just got too greedy on the inside there and caused a collision, which then we got tangled up and we ended up in the back of the pack again. And now there's definitely no chance in catching up. Not enough laps left, and we're way too far behind. Although I do need to try and push to be a second ahead of them, so that way I at least don't get absolute last place. But yeah, this is not the result we were looking for. I don't know what implications this is going to have for the championship. I think I'll probably end up losing the lead, or at least it'll become much tighter, and the last race will just be that much more important to get a good result, so that way we can pull through as champion for the Formula section of my career start. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, damn it, slid too much. And this guy's only half a second behind me, so if I don't get the second I need, I'm gonna be in last place. So I'm gonna have to push hard. Everything's gotta come out. Can't leave anything behind. Can't be locking up the tires and doing spins though. He's a second behind now. 1.2. Gotta keep it that way though. Keep it under control. He's 0.9 now. That was a bad section. He's 1 second. Let's see what we can get though. We're gonna have to get solid braking through here. Back on the accelerator quick. He's half a second back. Let's see if we can gain it though. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 behind, 1.6. So we don't get absolute last place, but we got 11th. 2 mistakes. 2 very unavoidable mistakes. And I dropped from pole down into P11, finishing 21 seconds behind the guy with a penalty. Sometimes she goes that way. This was a bad race weekend. That happens. We're just gonna have to bounce back better in the next race weekend. So that's gonna close this one out, and we'll see you next weekend.